Hey, you. Have you been considering buying a car to actually start modifying and make your own? With the winter coming, everybody kind of gets that thought in their head of, hey, what new project am I going to work on over the winter? Or even if this is your first time getting into cars. This video is for you, because this time on Low Boost, I'm going to go over the do's and the don'ts about modifying your car for the first time. Okay, yeah, that is my turbo LS swapped E36 that I have behind me. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that swap, but if you want to, you could find out everything you want to do on my channel. But regardless of what type of build you're looking to do, before you get started, you have to start by doing research, which is really kind of probably why you're watching this video. You want to do your research on what kind of car you can A, afford, B, maintain, and C, modify to what you want it to be. Not every car is going to be able to do that. There's a multitude of different types of cars you can build. You could build a car to become a track car. You could build a car to become a show car. You could build a car to become a go car. You can kind of try to build a car that does all those things, but it also requires a hell of a lot more money. But here's one thing that you definitely don't want to do. The first and most important thing, regardless of what car you have, is to stay away from the auto parts store cosmetics bin. I'm going to say that again. Stay the away from auto parts stores cosmetic bins, okay? You can spend and waste a shit ton of money there, and it's A, not going to look right in your car because it's not designed for your car. B, people are going to make fun of you. And I know people say respect all builds. People don't respect those kind of builds. They just don't. And C, there's a lot of other parts that you can get if you search that will be better and look better on your car and probably be less expensive than some of that overpriced garbage that you could buy at the auto parts stores. Just straight up. Stay away. The next thing is, and speaking of parts, is the quality of parts that you're going to put on your car. If you're not planning on building a show car, one that you really want to win car shows in, it's totally okay to buy stuff off of Amazon or not perfectly brand named parts, wheels, and materials for your car to make it look nice. I have Amazon race seats on my E36. They were $350 for the pair. I think they look great, but they're not Recaros or Sparcos or Corbeau seats, something real that actually would win in a car show. I think they're cheap and they look nice. I'm not entering this in car shows. If I was, I would want to make sure that I have brand name wheels, brand name steering wheel components, brand name seats, high quality parts and materials that should show up well in a car show environment. This car is not that car. This car is a budget LS swapped with a turbo, make it look kind of nice and have it be just fast as hell, drive down the street. That's what this car is. So once you've kind of figured out what you want to get out of your car, that can kind of narrow down how you want to build it out. What I love about building cars are, the thing is a canvas for what you want it to be, and it can be whatever you want it to be, but you just don't want to do it the wrong way. And I think the first mistake that people make when they're starting to build a car is they don't have the right tools. So make sure you get the proper tools for every job that you do. My garage has grown from just a small ratchet set to just about everything you could need to work on a car, because when I got to a certain point in working on this thing, I needed a certain tool. So I went out and I bought that tool to make sure I did the job properly, instead of trying to jerry-rig it and ruin the car and then turn a 2-hour project into a 2-day project. Get the right tools and do it right once. I have a bunch of videos on the proper tools that you want to get, from quick jacks, torque wrenches, ratchet sets, all that stuff, the proper stuff. Tons of videos on what to get. You can check that out on my channel as well. Before you really end up deciding on what you want to get out of a car, I don't think you should just go for whatever the first thing that comes to your mind is. I think you should ask around. I think you should do as much research as you can. Go to car shows and talk to people that have different types of builds and different types of cars. Go to a track day. Go to a drift event. I have a problem of, I want to do everything, so I need to have a car that does everything. And if you try to have a car that does everything well, it's going to do just everything really poorly. So I have a track car, I have a drift car, I have a street car, I have a classic car that I'm building. I just want to do everything. But you can definitely build one car to do one thing really, really well on a budget. So definitely check out all those different events and see what you like, because you might think that you like track racing and then you go to a drift event and you're like, shit, I don't want to build a track car. I want to build a drift car. So talk to people, get out there, see what you're really into, because not everybody wants to be a track person, although I think they should be, but not everybody is. And that's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. While you're here, go to lowboostfilms.com. I have a bunch of different merch on there that you can get, from t-shirts, mugs, hats. I also have a bunch of car parts and tools that I've reviewed on this channel that may be cheap China materials, but I actually tested it to make sure that they're good and not crap, so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. So make sure to check out lowboostfilms.com. One bonus tip is don't tear the whole car apart and then try to build it back together. Do it in stages. I didn't do the interior on this thing until I did the engine and transmission. I didn't do the rear end on this thing until I did the engine and the transmission, because the car would just be apart forever. I waited and did it in stages and in segments, and I'm really glad that I did it that way. And lastly, build it for you. Don't build it for somebody else. If I listened to the purists, I never would have LS swapped this thing, and I'm really glad that I did. I don't care what anybody else says. I care about me and what I want out of the car. But I also want respect, and I want people to look at my car and appreciate the time and effort that I put into it to make it what it is now, which has taken a long time, and that's okay too. But build it for yourself and nobody else. I always say, I'm not trying to impress anybody else other than 6-year-old Ken. And I think 6-year-old Ken would probably like this car a lot. That's all I got for this episode. I just figured it was something good to talk about as the winter's getting closer. If you're looking for more videos that I have over 300 on my channel that you can go watch right now. And I put out a video every single week. And if you can't wait until next week's video, make sure to check out these videos that I already have ready to go.